Hey Zalivas, this is SuperZombGBBQ, and today we're going to be talking about the big update that is coming to WWE SuperCard, potentially huge update. It might change the way SuperCard runs forever. And we're going to be looking at a couple of things that this could be, but also some hints that might give away what this update is and what's going to be in this update and the way it could change the way we play this game forever. So let's talk about some of the things we do know. And if you haven't logged on SuperCard yet, when you do so, you're going to get a notification that pops up immediately. I'm going to see if I can access it via my mailbox. Now on your screen it shows up a little bit differently. It doesn't have the BR things there. But this is what came through about 12 o'clock UK time, just before Payback started last night. Save the date, big things are happening on Wednesday 5/3, the 3rd of May. In meantime, May's login rewards will be obscured, so you won't be able to see them. But don't worry, your progress will still be tracked and it will be worth your while. So, they've already said, and let's just look at that announcement again. First of all, it says big things are happening. The second thing, obscuring May's login rewards and it'll be worth your while. So it is saying immediately that big things are happening. That means more than one, okay? So that's the first thing to take from that, is that it's not just going to be the thing with the login bonus. It's going to be more than just one. And usually, SuperCard don't come out saying big things unless it is something big. And they've not really ever done one of these big announcements unless something like a new tier, a new game mode is coming. So let's look at the login bonus. You've seen this already if you've been in WWE SuperCard. The login bonus is blank. No one can see the login bonus, and the reason for that is because it seems like a new form of login bonus is coming to WWE SuperCard, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. Before we get into the crux of what this update could include, if you leave a huge like on this video, as big as possibly you can, as many as you can, that'd be amazing. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Whilst you're there, let's get into what this update is probably going to include. So let's first of all look at the login bonus and what the login bonus means. Now the login bonus at the moment is completely blank. Why? The login bonus is blank in my opinion because there is going to be an update, and at the moment they can't show you what is coming as of Wednesday. Now my opinion is that the login bonus that's coming is going to include one of two things, or potentially both things. The first is that they will update the brand for everything from Hardened up to Ultimate. So anyone who's on Raw who's now on SmackDown will be moved to SmackDown. Anyone who's on NXT who's gone to Raw will be updated to Raw, etc, etc. And that may create a bunch of cards that no one now can get access to. For example, an NXT Nakamura would now be a SmackDown Nakamura. The other thing that it could be is also potentially a Ultimate tier login bonus reward, or potentially tier-based login bonus rewards. That's another idea that's being thrown around a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, that maybe if you're in WrestleMania 33 tier, for example, you could get yourself a WrestleMania card, and maybe it'll be a random WrestleMania card at the end, or maybe it'll be something that's going to help you potentially get higher and higher in the tiers. I don't know. At this point, it's going to be one of three things. The updated brands, so the brand split effect will go into force for the roster shake-up, the split. Or there'll be Ultimate login bonus, which potentially signifies a new tier is coming, or a couple of new tiers are coming. Final option is that they do tier-based login rewards. So if you're an Ultimate, you'll get an Ultimate login bonus. If you're an Elite, you'll get an Elite card. If you're in a WrestleMania, you'll get a WrestleMania login bonus, for example. And that's just different options, and maybe they'll make it completely random. So you get a random WrestleMania card, or you get yourself a random Ultimate card. I don't know, something like that. Let me know what you think of those ideas in the comment section below. Now, a new tier is a possibility. And in fact, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a real possibility. The reason why is twofold. One, WrestleMania 33 tier, everyone seems to have a good deck. I mean, literally, people are putting cards off the board like it's water out of a tap. You saw what happened to me. If you haven't seen it, go check out the video where I pulled like 4 WrestleMania cards in like the space of an hour. It's like crazy. And they did that huge sale at WrestleMania. And I thought then that was a bit weird because you spent all that money on those 33 WrestleMania 33 packs. You got yourself some pretty good cards, and the pull rate for the WrestleMania 33 cards compared to the Ultimate cards was a hell of a lot higher. I can tell you from experience. I had 2 pros in the space of no time. There are some people who had a pro within like 4 packs. It was crazy, and there's less cards in WrestleMania 33 tier. The other reason is because of the name of the tier. It's a WrestleMania 33 tier. In the last couple of seasons, a WrestleMania tier could be seen as quite long-standing. This tier was named WrestleMania 33 tier, and it could just be in the name that this tier was never destined to last long. Another reason, this is completely theory, is potentially Season 4. Now, before we get into any potential ideas, no, I do not think that Season 4 is coming anytime soon. In fact, Season 4 I think is probably at the earliest September, October away. What I would say is that the update that's coming, the big news, is probably at most going to include a new tier. And the reason why is because I believe, and this is my prediction up front, and I've said this on streams and I've said this on Twitter to a few people in private conversations, my belief is that WWE SuperCard will max out at 100k stats. And my calculations, other stuff I've been doing in the background, is that we need another 3 tiers to be able to make that happen. My prediction now is that Season 4 will be a complete reset. Back to common, uncommon, rares, etc, etc. The reason for that is because SuperCard works very, very differently to how my NBA and NHL work. And my NBA and NHL, we'll talk about those in a second because those might be a hint as to what's coming. They reset every single year. SuperCard didn't, and when it didn't the first time, people got really pissed off and really annoyed. This time, they've given everyone Season 3, they've given everyone the continuation, and people didn't want it. People were like, where's our reset? Why can't we get to WrestleMania 33 tier easily when we start the game? And maybe that's had a detrimental effect. We'll see in the future, but that's my prediction, and quite a bold prediction up front, is that we are going to see a brand new reset when Season 4 comes in. But that's a long, long way in the future. But throwbacks are definitely a possibility, and fusions are a possibility to maybe mark that in 6 weeks, 5 weeks time, we are definitely going to get a new tier of some kind. And the throwbacks would be welcome because the throwbacks are better cards than normal cards. But I don't see an incentive for many people to buy them or to do them because throwbacks really need to be there from the start to incentivize people to want to use those cards, because Road to Glory, for example, is really, really easy. If I show you my superstars right now, if I get myself 3 pro females in this tier, including Bailey, you know, there's only one incentive to go after a throwback female card, which the likelihood is they're going to include. Once you've got that, there's no incentive to buy the packs anymore, you know, other than Throwback Thursdays when they're on sale. And most people, you know, if I'm going to be honest with you, probably won't do that. They'll probably just sit back and wait. Now, fusions they could all obviously make overpowered again, but and maybe make them better than the event cards. But again, I don't see that happening. I see them keeping the fusions as they were if they're going to bring those in, and that's maybe an argument, throwbacks and fusions, as to why I don't think a new tier is coming in anytime soon. Now, the biggest question is PCC. Everyone keeps talking about PCC. The support group in the game constantly go back to people on a daily basis and are saying PCC is dead, it's not coming back. When I was in Seattle, speaking to the community manager at the time, who was Brad, you guys don't know him, as an awesome dude. He no longer works for Cat Daddy Games, which is a shame for all the work you did, Brad. Thank you very much. No, you probably won't see this video. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's moved on into different pastures, and there is now a new community manager as far as I'm aware. And that's another subject we'll come to in a second. PCC was apparently being held back because they wanted to make it perfect. Now, because of the amount of people who want PCC back, they may actually bring it back in. But a lot of people have been suggesting that it'll be replacing ranked mode. That's not going to happen when ranked mode still has 3 days and 15 hours. They could reduce that but I don't think that's happening. PCC, of course, could come back, but I don't think if it is going to come back, it's coming back this week. Just my opinion, and the way that the support group are saying it's just not happening, it's not coming back, it's a dead mode, it's gone, means that I think that we're going to get another type of mode instead. Maybe another type of ranked or leaderboard mode. Which brings me to new events, and new events could be the reason they're doing this now, in time for the next Bailey event, because Ring Domination's over, but it is a definite possibility that we could be seeing a brand new event mode, possibly similar to the endurance mode that is in MyNBA and NHL now. Seemingly, as you know, Money in the Bank has become a mode in NHL and MyNBA, Cat Daddy's other games. We could be seeing a crossover, or we could be seeing a brand new event. It seems like with SuperCard, they're not interested in bringing in an event mode that requires you to rank very high. They're seemingly happy with ranked mode doing that. So if we are going to see a new event, it's going to be something that's not ranked based and is going to be more based on a new type of game mode or something like that. Or maybe they'll introduce a brand new game mode. And the last thing that a lot of people have been suggesting, and this is something that Cat Daddy Games have teased in the past. I refer you to an interview that took place between Tubby Emu, who is another WWE creator who does cover SuperCard and 2K games. He asked about trading and auction houses. Now, only one other game that Cat Daddy make, MyNBA 2K, includes an auction house or trading feature. If you watch this interview, there is definitely a possibility that SuperCard could be getting this in the future.
One of the things I've been hit with just since I've been down here is everybody wants two things. They want a way to trade cards, which we're looking into.
This could be the missing ingredient that really pushes SuperCard to the next level. Community trades, the ability to trade cards of people. It would stop people effectively silver starring cards and misproing them because they can just trade it with other people. As much as I love to see that happen, I can't see it happen in the game at the moment. Maybe for the new season. The way it works in MyNBA at the moment, if you have ever played it, is that if you buy a card from a pack, you can't trade it. But if you pull it from the board, you can trade it with other people. And I believe you can't trade pros, you can only trade singles. It should be interesting to see if they did do it, how they would handle it. But in terms of possibilities and something that would really shake SuperCard up, I would say that trading an auction house, something similar to FIFA Ultimate Team, would be a huge thing. The ability to trade event cards, for example, to lower skilled players, the ability to give cards away to lower skilled players, I think would just be a great idea. If you then put microtransactions on that, maybe make it 100 credits per trade, for example, so at least you're still putting money into the game, so don't lose out from pack sales, etc. That could be a really good way of still monetizing that. Given they give out like 300 credits every 2 weeks anyway, I don't think people are going to be too worse off. Essentially, that could be the next big thing. Do I think it's coming in now? No. But do I think it's a possibility? I definitely think it's a bigger possibility than a complete reset and PCC returning at this point. In fact, I think it's definitely more of a possibility than some of the other rumours that are coming out. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. There's also one other thing that a lot of people have been suggesting, and that is the ability to earn credits in game. This is something called, in other games, called RP, or the ability to earn currency in game so you can spend it on packs, but allow people who don't have the money to spend on the game, who grind really hard and push really hard with the game, to potentially get themselves in-game rewards and packs that they wouldn't be able to buy normally. But let me know what you think in the comment section below about all those potential ideas, all the possibilities it could be, and all the definites in the comment section. And remember to leave a like on this video as hard as you can, as many times as you can. I'm looking forward to the update. I hope it's going to be something really big. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to check the description below for details to Twitch, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel whilst you're there for more WWE SuperCard, Tapmania, Champions, 2K17 and 18. I'll see you soon. One last thing, and that is to Sonic!